Welcome, Libra, to your in-month reading for August. Hope you friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers, and anyone new to my channel. Welcome, welcome. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you at the end of the month. And getting straight into what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you. For Libra, please. This message for Libra. We have the Chariot. Move, move, move. And you could feel like you are getting ready to move or need to have some kind of progress. And you could be navigating through something that's going on, whatever your situation is. Let's see what's going on over here. Let's clarify on the Chariot. Some better understanding of what you would need to progress through, or you feel like you're progressing through. Decisions need to be made. Clarifying on the Chariot is not going to only clarify on the Chariot, but the entire reading. Coming together. So feeling like you are progressing on coming together with this other person. You might feel like you two are connecting a little bit better, or you need to start progressing and wanting to come together. Take that how it resonates. I do see that it is progress being made in the coming together, but maybe you would like to see a little more progress, maybe from your partner, or maybe you know that your partner would like to see more progress from you. But it does feel like there is this initial coming together. Better than it was before. I don't know. It feels like it was really not real solid. It feels like it was pretty rocky, and now you're trying to progress forward for a better understanding what's going on. Getting straight into the situation is taking place in the present, the recent past, and the near future. I also get this feeling too, I don't know who this is for, this is kind of just out in the blue, but it does feel like you are having more progress because maybe you just bought a new car, and so you are having a better progress of moving back and forth to work. So it does feel like you, for somebody who just bought a new car, you do feel like it is helping out a lot. And we do have the travel over here with the Page of Wands. There it is too. In the Tower in the recent past, and the Page of Cups in the near future. And yeah, traveling to and from in this new car is helping you come together with the things that you love, getting back to feeling more like you're getting things done that you needed to get done, in which you couldn't get done before. Maybe the car was just, the old car was a pain in the butt, or maybe you didn't have one. But it does feel like there's a lot better movement with this new vehicle, and having a vehicle is helping out a lot, especially with the Page of Wands over here in the present, saying I get to travel more, and I feel more comfortable just even having this new vehicle or having a vehicle. For others of you, it's the progress and love, and it really does feel like you and this loved one, or this relationship, whether it's a friend, a loved one, a family member, whoever it is, could even be a coworker, feels like you are progressing towards trying to travel towards each other in better understanding of the situation, trying to reconnect. It feels like there's this trying to reconnect, and there's building blocks there. In the recent past, could have been a month ago, a couple weeks ago, 4 months ago, there was this huge tower that you guys had went through, where it was just like everything was crumbling, the relationship was chaos, and nothing was really going the way you wanted it to go. But it did feel like you did want to rebuild in the recent past. But I also have this feeling that you weren't sure, there was an unsurety of how you were going to fix the situation at hand. So I think that coming together in that form, I think would have been kind of more sideways, because it was kind of like, I don't know if this is going to work, right? There's a lot of overwhelming circumstances going on, and the relationship, is it salvageable, right? Can I salvage this? And it looks like you are doing a lot better now. And you got the Tower again, so it definitely was. There could have been a spark of inspiration that kept that wanting to rebuild, that wanting to fix it, So it does feel like deep within yourself, there was this piece, or deep within themselves, there was this piece that really wanted to keep this alive. It could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with. I do have Scorpio here twice. And it could be that you knew this Scorpio was holding on for dear life, trying to fix the situation. And here's the Scorpio again. Wow, somebody is definitely dealing with a Scorpio who was holding on so tight. But does feel like there was a fraction in there, Libra, of you're not sure if you want to keep this. But the Scorpio is over here trying to support the situation, trying to fix it, and really holding tight to you. With the Page of Wands, it's like they're traveling towards you. You also could be dealing with an Aries or a Sagittarius, but you also have this understanding that they are traveling towards you. And it's like maybe they're coming back. For some of you, maybe they're coming back to you, because this is the Traveler coming back. So maybe they're coming back around. It could mean that as well, meaning that the relationship is coming back around, right, to where we are having that progression and that movement. So take it whether or not they're actually coming back from the past to the present to fix this situation, and you're actually talking with this ex, getting it back to having better understandings, or whether or not the relationship is actually turned and is actually progressing now to where you're having better understandings. Yeah. With the Emperor, some of you are dealing with an Aries, right? But it feels like it's more on solid ground. Things are a little more serious. They're trying to take things to the next level, and things are looking more serious. And it looks like you're having more serious time together, more serious conversations, and more serious action being taken. But it does make you want to reflect upon the situation. And I think that there's a reflection going on, because you're kind of like, how serious do I really want to take this? Like I said, it feels like you want to take this to the next level, and it's progressing well, but there is a little hesitancy. But there was this hesitancy also in the recent past. So by going in to this kind of Virgo hermiting mode over here, you're kind of like withdrawing a little bit, because you're not 100% giving everything you could give, Libra. And that's just because there's a hesitancy going on to how much you're going to allow this coming together to progress, right? So right now you do feel that, yeah. And this is because you're still a little shaken up. You're still a little upset. You're still a little worried about the situation. There's still hurt feelings going on about the situation. So, yeah. You might even feel that this person's a little codependent on you, and maybe you feel like this is one of the reasons. They might even have some indulgent activity going on. Maybe the cups are up here, maybe because they're not Scorpio. Maybe they like to drink a lot, and maybe you're not sure. You're like, hey, you told me this and that. Maybe, maybe if they do drink too much, or smoke too much, or do whatever they do too much, maybe that is also kind of withdrawing from you, keeping you withdrawn, excuse me, let's put it that way, keeping you withdrawn from them, because you really haven't seen, maybe you haven't seen the 100% change that you were hoping to see from the recent past. And take that as that resonates and throw it away for those of you who that doesn't resonate with. But definitely I see something going on over here where you do feel that they are a little codependent on you. Maybe that's why they don't want to let you go. Yeah. But it does, look at that with the Justice card coming out there. There is some balance going on over here though. And it does feel like the truth will come out and be spoken. So there is spoken words that will be truthfully told. And I think it's right when you get out of reflection over here and kind of withdrawing, you're going to come out and speak your truths. And it is a Libra card, so I do believe it's you who's going to speak your truths. And like I said, it could be about this overindulgence, the way that you treat me, the way that you drink, the way you do this, the way you do that. However it is, the way you're codependent on me, or I see a codependence on you being codependent on something else. But there's going to be a lot of truth spoken in the present right now at the end of the month, because you just cannot hold... you just cannot sit in a cave for a long time, right? Once you start reflecting on what it is and what truths need to be spoken, and you get it in your head, and you really analyze the situation, oh, you're going to definitely tell, right? You're going to tell them exactly how it is. And that's, look at that, Three of Cups. This is the way it is. And I'm telling you, for somebody, there could be another person involved in the situation that started this whole tower, or some kind of indulgence or something. That third cup there is really showing me that codependency, another person or some kind of indulgence that they have. And you're really going to speak your truth about this whatever it is that got in the way. Well, that's probably the best way to say that, so that you can find the happiness and get through it. Because if you don't speak it and they don't have that, how are you going to really have the coming together? And it does feel like they're going to be listening. They definitely are going to be listening. Look at this. You're going to be thinking about all the direct ways to say something. With the Two of Swords, it's going to be like, well, I could say it this way or I could say it that way, but I have to figure it out, right? And really getting intuitive about what it is you're going to say. Queen of Cups, they are faithful to listening to you. Like I said, it feels like they are going to listen because they really want this coming back together of you. Person definitely is coming up as a water sign for majority of you. Spirit has them as water more than anything at this time. But they do love and adore you deep down within their everything. Let's just put it that way. So they are willing to listen and keep their emotions afloat. They do want this relationship to work, so they are going to listen. Will they like exactly what you have to say? Of course not. It'll probably hurt, but of course it doesn't. There it is, 4 of Coins. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I want to throw it away. It hurts. I don't want to deal with it. But they're going to listen anyways with the Queen of Cups right side up because they do want to keep the relationship alive. So, right? And then you have the Page of Cups over here where they're coming out with an apology. That is them coming to apologize. Hey, you spoke your truth, Libra, and I want you to know that, I've thought about it, and I want to offer you cups of apology, reconciliation. Absolutely, they do. What would make you think they didn't? In fact, they tried to do that over here. Look at that. You knew it. They were trying over here. Let's fix it. I'm sorry. Right? And why? Why is that? Because they see you as the hopes and dreams, and they have this, they believe that you're the one for them. They believe that there is promises. They're offering you promises, hoping for a better tomorrow with you. They see you as their star. Let's put it that way, right? I mean, you revolve around all the planets, right? You want everything, right? They want to open doors. They have all these different options about how they're going to change things. They have all these different options also in their head of how they're going to tell you that they're sorry and that you're the one for them and that they want to make hopes and promises with you. But they do have the fear. Look at that. They are fearful. Why are they fearful? Because they do lack a little courage over here. And I do believe it's because they're afraid you might not 100% want to take them back the way they want you to. Hey, just because you spoke your truth, Libra, doesn't mean that you are just going to jump in the boat and start all over again the way that it was before, because there's a piece over here that's saying they understand that this might not, it's going to take some time to work this out, right? It's not going to be like it was in the past, right? Before the tower, when everything was just great and wonderful. But they know that they feel that everything could be okay if they offer the apology. Because they really do believe, Libra, that you're just waiting for the ultimate apology. But they do have some depression and sadness without you. Yeah. King of Swords, they do believe you're number one. They're smiley-eyed about you. They love and adore you. They think that you're the perfect one for them. They think that they know you more. They believe that you know them more than anybody else. And this is why they're really trying to come together with this reconciliation. And that's exactly what it is. Yeah. Whoa. Guilty. Guilty conscience of knowing that they messed this up. They were acting immature. They messed that up. They're the ones that put the challenge. But not only did they cause the obstacles and challenges, and they know that they did so, they're also kind of standing their ground because they're a little defensive, because they do know that they're guilty. The defensiveness, though, doesn't really feel like it's going to really come towards you, though. It's more of an inner emotion that they're feeling without this, you know, within this depression and this sadness and all these things. So this standing their ground kind of scenario over here is more within their own mind. So you don't really have to worry about that so much. The only way that you're really going to see them standing their ground is through the apology itself, not anything that's overpowering, to where it's like, well, it wasn't my fault. No, they know it was their fault. That's why they're taking it so rough. That's why they're trying to figure out, how am I going to ask Libra for apologies? How am I going to get them there? And boy, do they have the fear that you are not going to come around the way they want you to come around. No matter how much you're talking and how much you're having a coming together and, you know, really moving together in a slow way is what it really feels like. They know that they're not going to have that. Like I said, they're not going to have that whatever happened before the tower took place. And that really scares them because they really want that back, right? And that takes time, right? That takes time to get past something like that, because you would have to actually trust them, right? Trust them and watch them and make sure that they're not, you know, messing it up. So, okay. And let's get some angel romance cards over here. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. They're really wanting to work this out. I don't see them doing anything else but like that. Spirit says go ahead and let go of control issues, and I do believe that they've already done that as well. It actually feels more like on their part, but it could also be 2 in 1. It could be you know, overly trying to control the situation because you don't have the trust. That makes total sense. And it also feels like it's also on them, where it feels like they have started in the process right now of this coming together in the present. They have started kind of letting go of the control issues that they may have had in the past because, well, they did. Look at that. There's no control. They know they have no control. They're not going to control the issue, because if they control the issue too much, they're not going to win you back. They're going to push you away. So they definitely do that. So make sure that you're also allowing the process, if this is what you want, to go through naturally. Okay. And they do believe that you are their true love. We already see that, though, throughout the whole reading. Okay. And the whole situation really right here also is going to be about a trust issue, in which we just talked about as well. So Spirit really wants you to know that there is going to be a trust issue here on both sides. And I do believe that all 4 of these cards are literally meant for both sides of the party here. Because they want to stay optimistic about the love life. If you want this love to stay true, then you're going to have to see it, see that they are trying. But there's going to be a lot of trust issues. Maybe you do believe they're your true love, but they just keep screwing it up. You know, so that's going to be an issue as well. And then, of course, letting go of any kind of control on both sides, because, you know, it can happen. So, okay. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.